Alrighty, morning everyone, and welcome back to the first ever video on this channel. Can't really say welcome back when this is the first video, right? But well, anyways, I said it now. So in today's video, we are going to do an unboxing of the new 2021. Well, it's not really a new release in 2021. It wasn't a new release in 2021, but it is a watch that I recently bought in 2021, in the month of October in 2021 to be exact. And this is the Rolex Explorer Mark II. Really beautiful watch, one of my all-time favorite watches, a watch that I really wanted to get for a long time, and I was finally able to, and I brought it brand new from a Rolex dealer, so that's also a nice little plus, because you don't have to pay basically double for the watch if you do that. You do have to wait for it. I had to wait like 1.5 years, but that's getting better because I'm constantly making a bit more money, and I'm able to buy a little bit more watches from them, and so they, yeah, you know how it goes with dealers. They give you a little bit extra or like less time that you have to wait for the pieces that you really want if you have a bigger buying history. So we are slowly working towards that, and I'm really looking forward to getting to the point where I can actually own all my favorite Rolex models that I always wanted to own so badly. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna start right into this unboxing. I brought one of my little Pelly cases for this because this is pretty much how I store my watches. So we now have our very nice little Rolex case here. Really beautiful packaging. I really like the packaging that Rolex does on the newer models. I do have some older ones, but well, they are just a little bit older, and you do see that it's not as great of a quality box and stuff like that. But the new boxes I just prefer over the older ones. If you like the older ones better, well, that's fine as well, I would say. But I just really like the newer boxes. So speaking of the newer boxes, we've got that right here. Let's take it out. It's a little bit hard to do it with gloves. In case you're asking yourself why I do this stuff with gloves, it's because we're obviously gonna work with the watch now, and I don't want any like fingerprints and stuff like that obstructing the view on the watch. So I hope you understand that in some way. Some people find that annoying, but yeah, we're just gonna go with it for now. So let's open it up, and we'll take a look at everything that comes with the watch, and then we will take a look at the actual watch. Well, obviously what comes with the watch is a very nice green Rolex case that you can also use to store your watch or whatever you might want to do with that. You can also sell it probably. Yeah, not sure why you would want to do that, because it does decrease the value of the actual piece if it doesn't come with a box if you want to sell it at any given point. So I would reckon just keep the box and be safe about that. Up here in your little pouch, you've got a lot of little booklets and stuff like that. This is also where usually, like we're gonna take a look at this right now actually, in this little Rolex leather pouch, that would usually be your guarantee card. Unfortunately, due to the vast improvement, or well, not really improvement, but growth of the secondary market, they don't really give them out anymore to people that haven't bought a lot of watches yet. So as I didn't do that, it's still at the dealer. I could get that if I wanted to, but they say that they would prefer if I would keep it there. And as I just want to buy more watches from them and do more business with them, I'm not going to really argue with that. And if the point comes that I actually want to sell the watch, they guaranteed me that it's absolutely no problem to get this guarantee card. It's just so that someone that buys this watch is not going to flip it the next day, if that makes sense. So yeah, very nice little pouch. Not really useful for anything but your guarantee card, but it's there, and you should definitely keep it with your watch if you can, I guess. So yeah. With that, you also get 2 little guarantee booklets. Keep in mind this is going to be in German because I am German, and yeah, it's just going to be what it is, right? So we've got the also Perpetual Explorer 2 booklet here, which tells you everything you need to know about the watch, how to set the watch and stuff like that. Different, obviously the GMT function, of course, and also the different position of the crowns, how you set the watch, stuff like that, how you adjust the bracelet, really important as well. If you don't already know that, which most people probably do if they buy this watch, because you're gonna wait for it, so might as well do some research on it. The next one is just your guarantee manual for your worldwide guarantee in a lot of different languages and stuff like that. Nothing too special. I won't go into that any further. I should also not really throw that around. But anyways, so This little thing was actually given to me by my dealer, which is a really, really nice little polishing cloth. Really, really happy about that. And let's take a look at the watch now. So this is it. This is the Rolex Explorer Mark II. Or just Rolex Explorer 2. I like to say Mark II, it's not really accurate, I think. I'm not really sure, honestly. But it's a really beautiful watch, and one of the watches that I wanted to get for such a long time, because honestly, this is one of my favorite Rolex watches ever. Why is that? Well, because, let's take off the bezel protector here. Also something that I'm really happy that I could keep, because some of my friends told me that some dealers actually don't give these out anymore, or destroy them, or stuff like that. I got mine, so that's really nice. So here we go. We've got the watch. It's just a really beautiful watch. I really, really like the orange color of the GMT hand. It makes the watch pop a little bit more. And also the little orange writing of the Explorer 2 little name tag thingy. Really beautiful. It obviously does have a Cyclops lens, so that is something that doesn't really bother me. I would prefer to not have it, but I also know that many people like it. So yeah, that's there if you want to know that. We are going to do a in-depth review about this watch though, and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about it. Hopefully, if I don't forget anything important, of course. So yeah, as I said, not really an expert, just an enthusiast of watches, and just this channel is really just a way for me to show that and share that with other people, and I really hope that you understand that, I guess. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna take the watch off now and gonna see how everything looks around it. It's just really, it's one of those watches that I always wanted to get, and I was finally able to, and I'm just really happy about it. But before we go on with the watch, obviously you do have your green seal with which certified that your watch is a superlative chronometer. That is very nice. And we also have the spare links, which I removed too, because I've got a girl's wrist. So yeah, but I really, really do think that this is one of the most beautiful watches that Rolex makes at the moment. Many people would say it's not, but I really, really like it. And this was actually one of those watches that I would prefer over, say, a GMT Master or even maybe a Daytona, even though I'm not really sure about that, but it's definitely one of my all-time favorite watches. So it's not really thick actually for a GMT watch in like 42 millimeters. It's not a very thick watch. However, it is definitely not light, yeah? I would reckon it's probably about 180 grams, something around that. We can weigh it in depth in the review that we are going to do, but it's not going to be a light watch, obviously, because it's not on a strap. So keep that in mind. If you don't like heavy watches, might be something to consider. So yeah, it's definitely not a small watch, as I said, 42 millimeters. Not something that you would generally consider small, but as I said, as it's not very thick, you don't really notice it that much. So we'll end this little unboxing with a wrist shot, because that's obviously really important. Gotta know how it sits on the wrist. And I have to say, I really, really like the newer bracelet style of the Rolex watches. I did like the older ones as well, but I definitely prefer the newer style. And you can also see there's still a little sticker on here, which I'm actually going to keep on there. I know it's going to trigger some people. I'm sorry, but you know, it's just so rare nowadays to get a Rolex with stickers on. So yeah, definitely gonna keep those on for as long as they stay on. I really do think that this is a very beautiful watch. It's definitely one of my all-time dream watches. I never really expected that I would be able to get a watch like this. But you know what? Sometimes you get lucky, and I'm really happy with this. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Really hope that I could give you a little insight on what comes with this watch and how the watch looks. We are gonna do an in-depth review on the watch where I'm gonna just go a little bit deeper on different things that might be interesting to know about it and stuff like that. So if you want to not miss that, I guess you can subscribe to the channel. That would be a really cool thing. And you can also rate the video with either like a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you might want to do. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic week, and bye bye.